Good morning, YouTubers and sports enthusiasts alike. I was debating on making one of these types of videos in spite of one of my friends say, hey, don't go too hard on sports. But this comes from a fan's perspective of what I witnessed and why I can't watch what I'm about to talk about. This right here has to do with the WNBA and the lack of respect to the customers, and me being one of them because I actually tried watching it. And I'm going to give a reason why this list on the left is going to be completely wrong when it should have listed one thing at the very top. But when it comes to sports, myself included, I don't like being preached to. I don't want social justice. I don't want to hear anything about politics inside of sports. 1990s was something special because that was never the case when it came to sports. It was all about competition on the field, on the diamond, on the court. Now it's turned into something that is unrecognizable compared to, I guess you would call it, the era of greatness, which was Jordan, the Houston Oilers, the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, you want to go all the way back, we'll go all the way back to the original Yankees. But that was when there was something in a sport that's not there today, that draws people like myself away. And on this list right here on the left, the very first thing that the WNBA struggles with is heart. Soul and heart of a sport where the product on the court was supposed to come first. I didn't want to make this video and I was talking to one of my friends. Hopefully he watches this and shakes his head, but I'm not going to bash it because people like Behind the Line with Casey, I give that dude total respect because he loves sports. He loves heart in sports, and you can tell that he's passionate. But I used to feel the same way back. Man, even in the 90s, people dog me out and make fun of me because all I do is bring up how the 90s was great. As much as I wasn't a Bulls fan, you had to respect what the Chicago Bulls were doing. And that was greatness in its own right, especially whenever they won a lot of games compared to their oppositions. But when it comes to the WNBA, and I tried watching it, and the first thing it did was there was something that had to do with George Floyd that made me turn it off. I mean, this guy right here, and I'm going to have to say it, put a gun in a lady's stomach while she was pregnant. And you have a bunch of feminists that were okay to put this before a game. And I don't know the marketing behind it. I don't know what they're thinking, but if they're going to trash the customer, that's the perfect way to start. Now, let's get to the product on the court and the stuff and the reason why people go at it like they do. Me, back whenever I watched sports, relentless, you had referees that would actually make proper calls. From what I witnessed in the WNBA, you're looking at traveling, double dribbling, and horrendous basketball control coming across court, which in its own right that should be just basic skills that coaches would want to teach. But as you can see, the coaches are more worried about being activists, which once again trashes the customer, which once again takes away your profitability or potential profits. But I don't know what else to say when it comes to stuff like this and a product that wants to destroy itself. And if you watch the WNBA, please, in the description below, tell me I'm wrong and tell me how great this product is. I was giving it the benefit of the doubt, and it blew my mind on how badly coached and how badly ref this product is. The other problem I have with the product, Caitlin Clark, as much as I was on her side, and as much as I like Jason Whitlock, and he said a couple things about the WNBA, I'm just going, Jason Whitlock, tell him about the heart that's missing out of the sport. That's what I want to hear come out of him. But the sport itself is very difficult to watch, and it's hard to classify it as a sport when it looks like a bunch of amateur. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna be. I guess I'll be mean saying this, but a bunch of flailing birds with epilepsy. That's what it looks like to me, and it's very difficult to appreciate something like that. But I mean, man, I'm trying to want to watch some kind of sport, and if you want to take even the UFL resembles football. The WNBA does not resemble the NBA in any types of leaps and bounds. UFL might get dogged out because of viewership, but man, plays look like plays, touchdowns are touchdowns, offsides is offsides. They will throw a flag. WNBA lets them get away with stuff that you just go, hey, come on, man, or woman. It's just mind-boggling to me, and it's hard to apologize to people that watch it going, man, I'm trying to get into your sport. They're trying to force it down people's throats. They're doing a really good job of it. They're taking it and turning it into social media, social influencers, social this, social that. That's not what sports is doing. That's not what sports was made for. That's what people like myself want to get away from this terrible situation on this planet. It's awful. The product is awful. And I'm sorry, I even have to call you out. Hey, Greg, you made it through a whole quarter? I couldn't make it through a whole 10 minutes of commercials for it because I see that the revenue is based on something that I'm not going to buy. But, man, if I'm wrong about the WNBA, please tell me. Jason Whitlock, I love the dude, but, man, I don't know how he watches it. It's mind-boggling. I love sports. I love the meaning behind sports. Even tennis I'll watch. Golf I'll watch. But man, if you have any kind of debate on me, with description below is wide open for everybody. I really hope the WNBA would change its ways because it's on its way out. Even if you look over here, they are losing money left and right, and it's incredible. Any other job company would be gone losing this type of revenue. But that's my rant. I really wanted to get this out there just because I tried to give it a benefit of the doubt, and I can't do it. The self-entitled feminists that run up and down the court, and what I want to call the Merchant of Death Jr., she doesn't appreciate where she's at. If it's a she, I don't know. Casey, Bob Griner, yeah, that's some good stuff. But this is a heartless product that doesn't deserve the platform it gets. And these unappreciative females, quit apologizing for your pigmentation. Melanin, but there's no color in sports, period. But man, I really wish this was a good product. But that's my rant. I really hope you guys have a good day.